3, 2, 1. We're on. This is 4 Time with Myriad, episode 1 of hopefully many as we go through. I've been personally wanting to start a podcast for a really long time with the gym, but just haven't done it, and Anna's helping me rip off the Band-Aid. So what we're going to do today is just go through a couple small questions of how we got here, like physically in this space, and then work through that. Anna, introduce yourself really quick, and then give some guidelines of what this is going to look like.
Yeah, my name is Anna Rohde, and I have been a part of Myriad Health and Fitness since October of 2011. I am currently a staff member. My title is Head of Product, and I'm excited to be here with Jared. I always thought I'd be a really good podcast guest, so.
Well,
technically I have.
You're not even a guest, you're a host.
Oh, well, even better, probably.
Which takes me right into the exact conversation I wanted to get into, guidelines. So guidelines with this podcast, one of the reasons why I haven't jumped off and started one for the gym is because, for those who don't know, I actually did a podcast semi-professionally. I don't know
the financial status.
Called the Drink Culture Podcast here locally in Indianapolis with a former member, Fabian Rodriguez. But I learned a lot from running that podcast of how hard it is to keep a podcast consistent and keep the content fresh and just be energized about it. And so that's one of the reasons why it's taken me so long to kick this off. We have had over 250,000 downloads on the Drink Culture Podcast. Woo. So we were legit.
Now my goal is to surpass that.
There you go. So Google the Drink Culture Podcast. We actually have a lot of episodes of some of our staff members. I think Anna was a guest.
I was a guest.
You're one of the first guests.
Yeah, I was early on.
So Google that. There's a lot of cool information on there of the history of the gym, which then leads us into the point of today. Oh, one other guideline. We are keeping this at 10 minutes no matter what. Even if we're in the deepest conversation, it's at 10 minutes. We have a timer going right now. Future episodes, the goal is to have a actual clock behind us, just like boom, 3, 2, 1, go, 4 time. So that's another guideline I want to share. Why are we here right now?
We are here because we are about to move into our new space in the Stutz building. It's super excited. We're currently sitting in the lobby. Vinyls just got put up very recently, I think this week.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. So we're here and ready to welcome the community into this space, and it feels like a little bit like a fresh start for Myriad, even though we've been here for a really long time.
Yeah, I know, it's a really good point. We're working off each other pretty well already. Good segue. So,
we've known each other a long time.
One of the things that I'm kind of living in as a motto right now is Jay-Z's "Let me reintroduce myself." Is that how the song goes? Somewhere in that range.
Allow me to introduce myself.
There you go. Allow me to introduce myself is a motto. I should know my own motto, right?
You should.
What we're going to go into. And with that, why I say that is because Myriad Health and Fitness comes from our origin, which is
CrossFit NapTown, the OG.
And CrossFit NapTown, as Anna mentioned, she started with us on day 1, October 8th, 2011. And then years later, it became NapTown Fitness. Underneath NapTown Fitness sat different brands, NapTown Swift, Sweat with Indy for Time, which is now our boot camp, Practice Indy Yoga, which is now Myriad Yoga. The whole rebranding in June of 2021 was important for our business, but also caused some friction, I guess you would say, within the community, where a lot of people may have gotten lost about who we are, in a sense of we were NapTown Fitness, CrossFit NapTown for 10 years, and then that happened. So this is a great opportunity for us to
reintroduce
ourselves as Myriad Health and Fitness in our new space. And with this space, this is Building G, 1060 North Capitol, Suites 4...
10?
I forget what our suite number is. Big giant building. Keepers of Culture mural is right out front here. But what else do we have here at the Stutz?
We also have Myriad Yoga that is in Building E. They are just down the hall from us, just down the road from us. It is a beautiful space. We have one studio that's got these gorgeous, beautiful windows, and this other our other studio is this beautiful, dark, deep, moody, beautiful green color. We have actually already moved into that space and been having classes over there, which has been exciting. And just down the hall from some friends, Grounded Plant.
Shout out to Amanda and Eric Griffith, who own Grounded Plant. And also wanted to call out Marta, as our yoga program coordinator, has done a phenomenal job of naming our spaces within, naming our rooms. So I really like this analogy of the north room is the summer/spring. Is that right? Or is it a spring room? Have you heard her talk about this?
I don't think so.
It's the big white one, has all the lights, all the brightness. And then there's a little bit darker room, has a deep dark greenness to it. It's a little bit more of the fall, winter time. So we've got some nice little seasonal spirits and themes happening within the yoga space, which is fantastic. One thing I wanted to call out while we're here today with our new build out, and we're still in the transition of, even though we have classes going out at Myriad Yoga, we do realize that there's a lot of growth and there's different phases to what the spaces are going to look like. Right now is what I would call the infancy stage, just like a child. We are figuring things out as a child, as an infant. So over time, we are going to, have upgrades. Over time, we're going to take in feedback from you all. Over time, we're going to make changes. Every space we've been into has evolved 40 to 50 times. The pull-up rig over at 922 North Capitol has moved, I think, 4 times in its lifetime over there. So that may happen over here as well. So just want to call that out as well as we work through.
Yeah, coincidentally, Jared and I both have infants, so we're very much in the phase of figuring out life with babies, and I think the key to that is being flexible and not set in your ways, and that is definitely the attitude we are taking with the gym space as well. Any plans we have are loose and easy to make changes to as we see different circumstances arise. We can't predict everything that's going to happen, and we've got to be on our toes. Speaking
to that, what is something that we are thinking about doing, we want to work into doing into the fitness space that we haven't done in another space? The kids.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of kids, we are hoping to have a kids space, or planning to have a kids area in the Stutz building. So
literally right through this window, right outside here, is where we're hoping to have like a little bit of I would call it a kids pen?
Yeah, we could call it a kids pen. It'll be sectioned off so they can't leave the space and run out into the gym floor, but not so sectioned off that you can't see them. So parents and coaches can see into the space and know if they need to tend to their children. That's another reason we put it just behind the office door, is it's pretty near to someone in this sense of the staff, and also just a nice, easy, convenient location. So we're super excited for that. I know a lot of members who've been really excited anytime we've brought it up, and that's just one of many opportunities we have in this new space that we haven't had the ability to put into place before.
Yeah, and talking to that a little bit in the sense of growth as a business. When we first started, I think I was 25, 26 in 2011. Anna was probably 6 or 7 in 2011. But as we continue to get older in our lives and reach different seasons of life, having children, having families, so are our members. And I think that's something that we've seen. We started off as a very competitive gym, CrossFit Games, things we can talk about later. But it's really taken us into, why are we doing this? We do this for longevity. We are doing this so our kids see us work out, and then they know they have healthy habits moving into the future. And so this is an excellent evolution for us, as well as making it more attainable and creating access for our members to be able to make it in more often. So that's just one of the many things we're excited about. We got about 30 to 40 seconds. What do you want to add in on episode 1 of For Time with Myriad?
I just want to say I'm excited. I'm excited to be on this journey with you, with this For Time moment. I too love the opportunity to create content, and beyond that, I'm excited for the big picture of Myriad and seeing how we have evolved over math 12 years and how we will continue to evolve over the next 10, 12, 15 years.
Love it. Love it. Rather than going on a tangent of what else we're going to be producing from this in a sense of like other content, we're just going to say 3, 2, 1, time!